So, that didn't go as planned, did it? So how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another preview. Today it is Middlesbrough. But before we get into that, I was absolutely buzzing for the first game of the season. 5:30 on Saturday. So from the off, it seemed like we had control of the game, without really creating any chances. But you could see that Swansea had a lot of quality at the top end of the pitch. We huffed and we puffed, and we didn't really create many chances. The chances that we did create, we wasted. I thought we were sloppy at the back for their 2 goals. Not to mention sending way too many players forward when we're 1-0 up, and then having to do last-ditch defending. That happened way too many times. When we had the chances in front of goal, we either made the wrong decision or just had an unconvincing shot. But to be fair, the only 2 chances other than the goal was when Lundstrom went through and sliced it wide, and when David McGoldrick tried whipping it into the far post, which were never going to happen. But watching that game, it just felt like the back end of last season. Just not creating enough chances. When we do create the chances, not putting them away, and then letting sloppy goals in. But hopefully I'm not going to say that too many times this season, because against Middlesbrough, we're going to turn it around, aren't we? Talking about Middlesbrough, let's get on to it. You've got to say that Middlesbrough will be in high spirits after being 2-0 down against Millwall and coming back to scoring in the 87th minute and the 90+7th minute. Obviously I wasn't at the Middlesbrough game, but from the highlights it looked like they were really sloppy at the back, which we could possibly exploit. Probably not. But they did show that grit and determination to come back to 2-2. And it must seem like a win to them. Borough fans after the game seemed very happy with the point, which they're going to be. But obviously, most of the fans did say they played really badly in that first half. But Pulis is definitely going to give them a kick up the arse before our game. So Middlesbrough spent a little bit of money in this transfer window. Saying that, compared to what we've spent, they've spent peanuts. But they've brought in Aidan Flint for 7.2 million and Paddy McNair for 5 million to bolster the defence. But they have made a lot of money in departures. They finally let go of Ben Gibson for 15 million to Burnley, and obviously Leeds signed Bamford for 7 million. And it is also looking like Traore will be a Wolves player in the next few days for £20 million. This surely means that Borough are going to reinvest that money into the club, and it looks like they're going to sign ex-Blades target Martin Wyghorn. So Borough have obviously strengthened at the back, and if I had to predict where they were going to finish, I would say they're going to be in the playoffs again. I don't think they've got enough quality to win the league or come second, but I do think that they're going to finish either 5th or 6th, something like that. Here are some of Borough's key players if they're going to get into the playoffs. They've got Britt Assombalonga, who is always a massive handful for defenders. They've got Martin Braithwaite, who's very highly rated, and it seems like Pulis sees him as a key attacking option. However, it looks like he could be on his way out on loan very soon. They've also got Aidan Flint and George Friend, who are both very dangerous at attacking set pieces and obviously very strong at the back. The last meeting at the Riverside saw Borough take the game 1-0 against a newly promoted United team. But this time around, we've got a full season under our belt, and in my opinion, a much better and more confident team. So this is awkward. In my last video, I predicted the exact team except for one player, and that one player is the one player that we missed massively against Swansea. He decided to play Lundstrom, who is most definitely a defensive midfielder, instead of Mark Duffy, who, in my opinion, has been one of the best players the season before last and last season. Creates everything. Everything goes through Mark Duffy. And that's where we lacked that bit of creativity in the midfield, carving out chances. But saying that, I think Wilder will go defensive against Borough. I feel like Wilder's going to go 1 up top, 3 central midfielders and 1 player just off the striker. So this is my predicted Blades 11 against Borough. I think he's going to start with Dean Henderson in the net again, as he didn't do anything wrong against Fulham. I think the defence is going to be exactly the same. I think Ender Stevens is going to play left wing back. I think George BALDOCK is going to play right wing back. I think Jack O'Connell is going to play centre back, along with Egan and Basham. I then think he's going to go with the same midfield. John Fleck, Lee Evans, and then John Lundstrom with, and I can't work this out, I'm going to go with Duffy. It should really be Duffy at central attacking midfield. And then with Leon Clark up front. But he may go with Ben Woodburn instead of Duffy, but I think he should play Duffy, so I'm going to go for Duffy. So I went for a 2-1 win in the last game, and we lost 2-1. So maybe I should have said 2-1 to Borough in this one. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go 0-0 or 1-1 because we need to get a point on the board, at least a point. I think if we don't get that point on the board, we are going to start losing confidence. And when I say we, I mean the players. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and come on you Blades.